Every week, dozens of SUVs around the Kansas City area are targeted by thieves looking to make a quick buck. So how can you protect yourself? Sloane Heller is live at 28th and McGee in Kansas City with more. Sloane.
Good morning, Curtis. Talking to police and mechanics, they tell us that about 6 or 7 catalytic converters stolen from just the center part of Kansas City every single week. And the reason is it is so easy, I hate to say it, for these thieves to steal these. They cut them underneath your car. It takes about 30 seconds. And then also what they do, they sell them to these recycling centers that make platinum. And unfortunately, police are telling me that a lot of these recycling centers are just not asking the right questions. Now, there was one apartment complex, the parking lot of this complex, targeted. They got 3 catalytic converters stolen just last week. The sound is unmistakable. If you have it happen to you, take a listen to what it sounds like. Sounds like a boat that you're turning on instead of an actual car. Now, here are a couple of things you can do to protect your catalytic converter if you don't have a secured parking lot. There's something called the cat clamp, the cat lock, and what you're going to want to do, check with your mechanic, check with your manufacturer, make sure if they have a preference, but both of them are going to run you just about $100. You will have to buy it online, or you can have your mechanic buy it and install it for you. More than anything, what they tell us is that they just act as a deterrent. If a thief sees one of them, they're probably just going to want to move on to the next SUV to avoid the extra trouble. Now, replacing a converter can be really expensive, especially if you have a high deductible or only liability insurance. It's also a major inconvenience.
I had plans to go out of town to drive to see family in western Kansas. That's not happening, and thank goodness, my work's worked with me to get my car to the mechanic, but it's definitely not been fun. You know, it's just something you have no choice and no control over, and that's what's a horrible feeling.
Now, a universal converter is going to cost you anywhere between $250 and $500, but a lower emission one, which is what a lot of manufacturers require, is going to be $500 up to $1,000. Again, this can be a really very expensive and very frustrating thing to deal with. The one thing that I would recommend, if you have not yet been hit, call your insurance, make sure you have full coverage, and also ask, do you have rental car insurance? That's a big thing that you're going to want to have, especially if you have to leave your car at a mechanic for several days. We're live in Kansas City this morning. Sloane Heller, NBC Action News Today.